My personal view about working 70 hours per week, because ever since Mr. Narayanamurthy made a comment about youngsters should work for 70 hours, there has been a lot of talk about it actually. But let me share my point of view. Is it worth enough to work for 70 hours or not actually? See, we have choices in our life. So which choice that we are going to choose, that is going to be our life. So we have to live with it. When it comes to work, why do we have to work? We are working in order to make money. Why do we need money? Because we have to satisfy other aspects of life. Because work is not the life. We have a lot of other things other than work. So in order to meet those demands, we need money actually. So ultimately, we have to work to make money to live a better life. But how much you have to work, that is what we are discussing over here. Like successful people, Narayanamurthy has said that youngsters should work for 70 hours. There must be something actually. But there are some unanswered questions also. If you are going to work for 70 hours, how do you balance your work-life balance? Are you being paid? Is successful people do work 70 hours or not? All this needs to be answered actually. So after this comment about this, when this his video has come in social media, I've just googled and I've browsed about it actually. So one thing I commonly found was most of the research institutes across the world, I would say almost in all the countries, have done some research about the effect of working long hours in your mental and as well as physical health. I had already shared that particular link in the description of this video. You can go and check it actually. So they have done the research and studies on various aspects, various parameters. One thing it is clearly identified was definitely working long hours will take a toll on your mental health and as well as physical health in terms of causing occupational diseases. Occupational diseases such as cardiovascular, cerebrovascular, diabetes, anxiety, stress and your fatigue, lot of physical issues it is going to cause in your body. This definitely is a huge value to pay if you really are going to work for 70 hours. But it was also indicated that if you are physically active throughout your working hours and throughout as an average, if you get into some physical activities and have a nutritious diet and balanced diet, so you will be able to minimize it than to a level that it will really harmful to your mental and physical health. So that's one point that was valid actually. So I was relating this factor to my childhood period. For example, I think you also have come across the same period, I would say, because during our childhood, somewhere in the age of 10 and 11, we used to play for the whole day from morning to evening until our parents call us back to home to do homework. So when they call us back to do homework, and we used to tell them a lot of complaints about we are tired, we're not able to focus, we are drowsy, want to sleep, blah 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 things. But you can imagine that working for, playing for nearly 10 hours and 11 hours without even bothering about food, rest, water, we are filled with full of energy. We never felt like we are exhausted, right? Even if you didn't eat also, you still have that energy. But that energy you don't get if you're being called to do a homework. You know why it is? It is because the difference between you do your things on your wish and you do your things on others' wish. So when you take a command or when you take an orders from others against your wish, definitely you feel some sort of a pressure within yourself, and you will not be able to contain that pressure for a longer period of time. That is what I realized actually, especially when it comes to job. We need money, so we have to do work, so we cannot say no. So have no opportunity to say no, you contain that pressure within yourself in order to execute it. That pressure has another dimension of causing trouble in your body. The one side it weakens your mental strength, and other side it weakens your physical health actually. This is what generally happens actually. So the ideally if you are really energetic to do something on your own demand, then you can do it. On others demand, you cannot do it. This is what we call as passion in professional life. If you are passionate, you can do n number of things. Passionate means strong liking towards something. You're not forced to do yourself. Your intention and your focus will naturally come to that particular activity. Wherein the flip side, your boss will demand you, your boss will give you a workload, deadline will be assigned, so you will keep on working on that commands actually. So that will cause tremendous amount of stress. So one thing that I have collectively over a lot of information, and I have checked about the successful people also. You see Steve Jobs, Elon Musk and Bill Gates, most of the successful businessmen, during multiple interviews they have said they have worked more than 14 hours, 16 hours per day. So collectively that comes around more than 60 to 70 hours, right? So how was that possible? That was possible if you have a passion. They had a passion on particular things, but remember, they have not worked for others. So this problem occurs when you are working for others. Even though you have a passion, but if you work for others, then you will be under tremendous pressure or stress. But if you're working for yourself, for example, you're going to build your own company, you're going to create your own software or anything that on your own, you will find that energy naturally pouring from inside. But that's not the case if you are really working for others. That's why you can see people work more in their own business than they work for others. But if you're working for others, you have to limit your working hours, because having stress for longer term definitely causes your mental strength and physical health into a trouble. So I would strongly say, if you are working for yourself, 70 hours is nothing. You can even work for more. But if you are working for others, even 40 hours is more, because 8 hours occupying the whole day in particular job is really not a good idea, you know. So that's why what people choose, they wisely select a field where they have a partial interest, and also they don't feel like stressed actually. You can look at we can take an example of sportsmen and YouTubers and photographers, a lot of professions where they take on passion, because though they know that the inflow of money is very less, but they still pursue it because of their own passion. They work from morning to night without even taking a break, but still they don't feel stressed or pressurized, or their health is at a good level. So all these things you can take an example and understand and apply it in your life. I think Mr. Narayana Murthy word has been exaggerated in a different level, but one thing he has not properly conveyed is that 70 hours whether to work for others or work for themselves. I guess the intent is the 70 hours of working for yourself. If you work for yourself for 70 hours, definitely you can reap a lot of benefits. You can really build something big actually. So this is my view. You may like or you may not like, so you can always put your comments in the comment box. I will try to respond actually. So I am sharing my personal opinion, and if you have some other opinion you can also share with me. Let's engage so that we will come to know what is right and what is not.